Welcome to the Ages of Rock podcast with your hosts, Bill Algie, Dennis Talbot, and Alan Tate. We are three guys who have one thing in common, a love of rock and roll. Our goal is to talk about all things rock. We hope you find this show intriguing, funny, and occasionally highly opinionated. Enjoy.
Hello, people out there. We are back this week, finally live, or not live, but it'll be video. You'll be getting on Thursday. We're doing this on a Monday because,
like we almost always do.
Everybody loves Mondays. We do Monday or Tuesday usually, but anyway, so we, like I said, we missed last week. Sorry that we did that, but we had plans for a show.
I will tell you all the reason that we missed is 4th of July.
Yes.
5th of July.
Yes.
And 7th of July.
Yes.
All three important dates in the Ages of Rock world.
There were some parties, some birthdays, and some visiting trips and everything. And yes. Traveling. And Bill is now traveling. That's why you're seeing somebody else here. So I am sitting here with Alan and myself and Mr. Joe Polo. Woo!
What's up? What's up? So glad to be back.
See, now, if I wasn't such a lazy bastard, I would put some applause sound effects in there, but I won't do that.
We don't do that shit.
Right now, there's a young lady in Kennesaw, Georgia, watching going, yay. One.
But anyway, and of course,
one more than we had last week.
Yeah. And every time that Joe's on, of course, Bill's not here. So that's that. We're still kind of that weird.
Bill, who?
Why is Bill always gone when Joe's on? But
I know why he's not here, because he's filming a new Star Wars where he has to voice a character, because I'm sure he is dead on. Theory. I can't think of that guy's name right now. I apologize.
Yeah, we talked about that the last, or not actually.
Dead on the guy who does the voice of Yoda. And
yeah, God damn it,
I don't know the guy's name either.
Frank Oz.
Frank Oz. There you go. He is. Actually, when you said that, I looked that up at that point. I'm like, oh, God damn, he does. He looks just like Frank Oz.
We were in Tennessee when I looked at him. I was like, holy crap, are you Frank Oz? And he was like, who's Frank Oz? No. I was like, damn, it's Grover, man.
Oh, that was at the last Rockin' Pod, wasn't it?
The first one.
The first one?
Yeah. The first one was when I said something to him.
He looked like Frank Oz being a Best Buy repairman. One of the tech guys. But anyway, so we have Joe, because the funny thing was we knew Bill was going to be out of town. He is in Arizona, I believe, or Phoenix, or one of those places. He's out there somewhere.
Well, Phoenix is in Arizona.
Same place.
So he's but Sedona, or he's someplace out there, and hopefully it's hotter than fuck where he's at. But anyway, so he wasn't going to be on. I said to him, let's get somebody on. We got to do something this week since we missed last week. And my first thing out of my thing was, let's get Joe Polo because
I'm always here for
That's
you.
what we do. So anyway, so we got Joe on tonight, and basically we have no subjects, no record reviews, nothing going on.
Oh, I think we have a subject.
But we have all kinds of shit going on in the world of Kiss, in the world of rock and roll, and just all kinds of things to talk about. So I don't even know where we want to start. Let's start with what happened today on Monday, the July 11th.
Oh shit. Did I miss something?
Nina Strauss is no longer with
Alice Cooper. Oh wow.
Yeah, she posted today that when they finish up whatever dates they're doing, that she's not going back out with them in the fall.
And she's canceling all the rest of her solo stuff that she was doing with festivals.
But she also posted in her post in all caps, she is not pregnant.
She's not pregnant. And there's nothing bad, but it says that you will see me sooner than you think back on stage.
Man, so Tommy's out and she's in. She's going to be the space woman in Kiss.
Oh.
Well, they call her Lady Space.
The best.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah,
she's gorgeous too.
The best thighs in Kiss at this point.
Well, let me tell you something. I went to that. She played in Harrison, Ohio, and Ryan Harris and I went to that.
Sure.
And it was kind of interesting because, it really was a sausage party there. She was one of the few females in the room. But I mean, you could just smell the testosterone. All these horny old men.
That happened to me the first time I went and saw Dream Theater when that one album that album came out with Pull Me Under.
Yeah.
And that album came out. That song broke on the radio when there was no rock or metal. And I'm standing in the crowd looking around, going, "There are no girls here." The keyboard players stand in front of the keyboard player, the guitar players stood in front of the guitar players, the bass players. I was like, wow, this is the first time this has ever happened.
That's pretty funny.
But anyway, there's some of course, the rumor mill's already started about maybe who's going to pick her up. And right before I came on Flash Metal Sludge, there is a rumor now that Kane Roberts is going back to Alice Cooper.
Wow.
That would be fucking cool.
So that's what was on.
If that's true, I hope it happens. And I hope it happens by Louder Than Life, because I'm going to that show.
I seen it right before I was in the fiasco of trying to get this fucking Zoom call up. So it did. It came up and I didn't get to read it, but it was Metal Sludge. So take that for what it's worth.
It is Metal Sludge. However,
right.
Kane and Alice did write a couple songs for a couple different albums together.
So, I mean, it would be kind of odd for him to go because basically he went from, he's had a girl in that position now for what? Because Nina was with him almost 9 years, 8-something years, 9.
Orianthi.
And then you had Orianthi was in there for what? Almost 10?
I don't know how long she was in.
But anyway,
I didn't know she was with him that long.
I think she was in there for at least maybe 6, maybe 8. But she was in there for a while.
Dennis is just throwing out numbers now. I don't know.
Just throwing out. Somebody fucking Google that shit. But anyway, he's had a girl in that position for a long time. And I didn't realize that Nina had been in there 8 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
That is a long time.
Yeah, for a solo artist to be. It's just like Orianthi had that. She had a pop album that she put out, right. And then I guess she must have joined Alice.
But then she left Alice to go play for Michael Jackson.
Right.
And then that tour they practiced at the O2 and got it all ready. And then, of course, he passed away as they were working that show out. But I mean, that would have been a hell of a run, to play with Michael Jackson on stage. That would have been really, for her, that would have been fantastic.
He always has a girl guitar player with him on tour. Because he had, who did he have that before that? I
can't remember. I know what you're talking about, but I can't think.
Ibanez guitar player. Damn. I didn't. Who the hell knew I was going to be talking about Michael Jackson? I love Michael Jackson, by the way. I'm not even gonna lie. I have all his records. He's wonderful. Wonderful.
So anyway, that was the one. So that was the newest thing that's came out just this today. I mean, like I said, we got news dropping. Seems like now daily, or not just news, but new things dropping every other day. And I'm sure that's something we're gonna talk about here in a second. I tell you what, that was mine. I'm gonna let Alan bring up the next subject.
Where are all these Kiss videos coming from? These golden Kiss videos. I said it on my Facebook wall, and I will say it to everyone listening to me. That especially the 1975 Largo show, I have heard more people complain because there are clicks and pops between the songs. Oh, I don't like the overlays on the video. Bitch, you're getting some shit from 1975 that nobody's ever seen before. This is when they were up and coming. That's when they were raw. That's when they were hungry. That was the special effects they used in the 70s. If you look at every video that was ever put on TV, they use the same effects. Shut the fuck up and enjoy your fucking free ride.
Yeah, if you watch Kiss Me to Phantom of the Park, at the beginning, it's a spinning rock and roll over cover. Yeah, it's just the way they did things.
So here, I'm just gonna throw this out real quick. The guy's name is Sam Loomis.
Now, Sam Loomis is I'm almost positive that is a movie character
in Halloween.
Okay. Well, anyway, this character, this name is what is on the thing. Just in the last, say, couple days, because I subscribed to him. All right, so this 4 days ago. Japanese, the 77 Unearthed First Show Complete, which is fucking phenomenal. I actually watched that show.
Oh, the 3 p.m. show from Tokyo.
Yeah, it's like an afternoon show.
Yeah.
The Houston 76 no time code, more footage, has a lot of basically just, it seems like a lot of people in the audience at first, but it's really, really good. The Passaic, is that what I'm saying that right? New Jersey,
I think.
Passaic, New Jersey with sound. That's only like it's about an 8-minute clip. But I mean, this Anaheim, another angle from the Destroyer show. Then there was the Asylum show that comes out. I wasn't too myself. That era of Kiss is not really special to me, and not that. I mean, I'm not impressed. I think it's not my thing. But the videos for the people who want that thing, they're fucking, you haven't seen this shit. I mean, there's no little of that.
Very little Asylum stuff out there.
Well, what's really cool about that thing, even though you don't get the whole songs, is you get snippets of King of the Mountain and Any Way to Slice It.
Exactly.
And those songs didn't stay in the set list very long.
No.
Right.
So, what will be coming out? I don't know. Like I said, and I don't know. I mean, there's been all kinds of talk on Facebook and through the comment threads of, why this is happening, what's happening, or the reasoning behind why this massive release of videos. I did actually went and listened to Three Sides of the Coin. I don't listen to them a lot, but I did listen to them the last show. The good thing was Brandvolt wasn't on there, so it was a good show.
Damn.
And they even talked about, it's like, this is a Tool-free show. But anyway, Mark Cicchini, I wanted to know because I mean, if anybody knows anything, it's Mark. And Mark kind of said he never said any names or anything, but he says, he's glad to see the stuff come out. The way it came out and whatever, it's not the best way for it to come out, but it is getting out there. Right. So, and I think we know people who listen to these shows and read the comments, they know who the people are, the people in the player section. We know the names of the people. There's no point of bringing them up now, but I just think it's cool that there's these videos that people, and we've seen little clips, even Kiss, have put out on some of their, the official Kiss videos, here's this, but there's only like pieces or parts or maybe one song. And now we're getting the whole video. And these videos are fucking unbelievably good quality. I mean,
right.
I mean, better than the shit that Kiss has put out in years. There was one I was watching, I think it's the Tokyo 77, where Gene's on stage and he's acting like I've never seen him look or act like that. And I'm watching it and I'm getting almost a chill going, holy shit. And Ace was playing just fucking, he's on fire. I mean, it's like, God damn it. These guys are, as a Kiss fan, especially of the first original section of the group, these videos are just fucking phenomenal. I'm just enjoying the hell out of it.
Well, I'm now, it's been probably 48 hours since the last video came out, so I'm not sure if anything else is coming out.
Sure.
Because this guy or girl, because it could be a girl who's been putting this stuff out, had been putting it out as often as it could. The thing is you take a video like that, and when you upload it to YouTube, it doesn't just happen automatically. It takes tons of hours and hours and hours, and because it has to, how it's getting through. I mean, obviously it's getting through the copyright, because basically what all YouTube is going to say is you can't make any money off of these videos. Sure. So it goes through. I will tell you guys, I don't know if you saw this, but there was a post, and I won't say any names, but somebody posted something and said, for Facebook Kiss fans and collectors, if you're releasing on YouTube the new videos that have recently been illegally distributed, please stop now, all caps. Have you guys seen this?
No, I have not.
And then it says, or if you know the person that's releasing these videos on YouTube, tell them to please stop now. Once again, all caps. Then it mentions a person's name who is in very big trouble over this. is not the only person you're hurting by releasing these videos on YouTube. Just keep the videos to yourself and enjoy them. Please share this post to other KISS groups. Any questions, please message me. And some dude put that out. And then apparently we looked at a lot of other posts and comments, and one of the things that we got was whoever's doing this apparently is aggravated that it costs so much money to, and this is just what I've kind of think is happening. I think that whoever did this thought that they were buying a one-of-a-kind thing. I'm paying you, you're giving this to me, nobody else is going to have it. And I believe this person, and this is just my beliefs again, believes that apparently this has gotten out to a lot of people. So whatever they spent to have that one-of-a-kind, if that's in fact the case, they feel ripped off. One of the posts said, I bought this, and they just keep selling it and selling it and selling it. And the guy seemed or girl, because I don't want to make it, because there are girl collectors out there. And, I
tried collecting girls, but my wife won't let me.
That was good. I set you right up. I like an underhand pitch.
My girl pile got too high and I couldn't cover it up. So I had to slow down for a little bit.
But, so it's like, on our show yesterday, it was like, Sonny's comment was something, the old saying, about the scorned woman, well, dang, something's gone wrong with the scorned KISS collector. But we reap the benefits. The crazy part is that as I'm watching all this going, I'm watching it. And I don't know if you guys have this. I have this problem where I watch it like I Love Lucy. And when she's getting in trouble, I feel like I'm getting in trouble. I get like a load of anxiety, and I'm going through the same thing because something's going on. Now, I know I'm jabbering a lot. I'm sorry, but I want to make sure. Did you notice that? Had you ever seen any of this footage before? Because I already noticed 4 or 5 things from watching this that I saw in the A&E documentary. So if you watch that A&E documentary, there was video of Peter in black and white, I believe, singing Beth, no makeup.
That was in the tour rehearsals for
It's in the tour rehearsals.
Yeah.
Then I also believe that there was video of Gene kissing that girl.
Oh yeah,
at the store.
I believe that. So these are a couple of things. So my belief is that this all either was owned by the people that put together the documentary or borrowed by the people that put together the documentary or whatever. But some of this footage we've seen, I'm pointing at my television, you can't see it. We saw in that documentary.
Could they've been different angles maybe from the same thing? Or if the TV company, the news company who did that Gene's in-store, that they could have been footage from that?
I would imagine that was what it was from, that actual thing. I think that somebody got a hold of it, maybe hack or something like that. It
was the Gene in-store is only about 4 minutes long, and it's not very long. And it's basically that TV station went and did a kind of a on air kind of bullshit thing.
Yeah, well, like a ton of little kids.
My favorite part of that whole thing was the reporter was like, I don't even like KISS, but I'm here.
I know, but I'm here.
Yeah, at the
Bob
beginning.
Sent me or whatever.
And all the little kids that were in that store to meet Gene.
Right.
And it was really funny because they're talking to him and he's just being as cool as possible with all these little kids. I was cracking up. I'm like,
oh, it is funny.
This dude's funny.
But no,
yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
It's just been really great. I said yesterday on my show, the only thing that's upsetting is I can't just download it right off the internet so I can have it.
Right.
Because I don't know how long it's going to be online.
Right. I'm sure somebody's trying to at some point take it off. I mean, like I said, I started watching them as soon as they came out, but I'm like you. I haven't seen that blanket statement. Like I said, we'll talk about that later. And like I said, I never want to say any names or because of course, we're all being armchair detectives ourselves, trying to go, where do you think
we're not being from? Detectives, we're being quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same deal. But the thing is, you hear there are names thrown around, but I think, like Joe was saying, I think from what I have gathered from what it is, and not using any names, is this Sam Loomis, whoever this is, woman, man, whatever, I don't care what it is. They were bought it from a person who said that this was a one-of-a-kind thing, and then found out later on, and I won't use names, who has been sold to, and other people have this, and he's like, you know what, you motherfuckers, this is where it's going to stop, and I'm just going to give this shit to everybody else.
Give it away, right?
And that's my take on this whole situation.
Yeah, I believe that you are 100% correct.
And there was one of the videos, I won't say which one to point it out, but there's something on the front. This person's name is used in some of these videos at the very beginning. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
There's hashtags and there's everything else.
Yep.
So anyway, so just watch the videos and make your own decisions. But like I said, the people who are benefiting from this is all of us KISS fans who have wanted to see a lot of this footage for a long time. And like I said, there was some, I don't know if it has anything to do with the person who owns them, but there was a blanket statement saying at one point, it was from one of these magazines or podcast or something, saying this is the tip of the iceberg. You're going to see a lot of shit you've never seen before, kind of setting it up. Now, I don't know if I don't know if it has anything to do with the people who actually know anything, or they're just kind of, they're just trying to make themselves look good and maybe get picked up by one of the, the news agencies or whatever. But anyway, like I said, I'm ready to see anything you want to throw at me. I'll stay over my popcorn going.
Sure, yeah, I can push play.
This. I'll
push play, no problem.
And I'm like you, I want to figure out how to burn this shit off the internet so I could have copies of it. Because at some point, something's gonna happen.
Yeah,
and they're gonna be gone.
I'm surprised. I am surprised those videos are still up. Honestly,
I'm watching them as many times as I can. So, anyway, enjoying the hell out of it. All right. Any more on that subject? Well, we got Polo on anyway because of KISS. So KISS we're going to keep milking the cow.
Never ending end of the road.
We're going to milk this thing.
It goes in a circle.
We're going to milk the dead horse. I mean, we're just going to keep milking this thing till we can't milk it anymore.
Well, I'm in the middle of the road when it comes to this. Part of me goes, oh, God, this just gives ammunition to all my buddies that are like, oh, another farewell tour.
Sure.
And then, even though they've only done 2 farewell tours,
right?
They did a farewell tour. They came back and they never did another one until now. So hard to explain that to my friends. I thought everyone was farewell tour.
It was sort of a farewell. There was stipulations. Motley Crue signed the things, and then they would never, ever, 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 ever go out again. Guess what?
Yeah,
I'm going to see them Friday.
I passed on the Motley Crue thing. I didn't want to spend $300 to watch Vince Neil.
Well, here's a funny true story. I made the smart ass comment I wasn't going to go unless I got a free ticket, and I ended up getting a free ticket.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Damn, I should have said that.
Yeah. I'm not going to be a millionaire unless somebody gives it to me.
Oh, man.
This happens. Keep that in mind. It happened on your show.
Here, titties and beer, titties and beer, titties and beer.
Oh, yes.
But anyway, no. And the thing is, if they're going to add these shows, make it like they did before with the Lost Cities tour, and you know what, bring the motherfucker to Evansville, and guess what, I'll probably go again.
How many times did I say when the End of the Road tour started that they was going to do a Lost Cities too?
They do, and they come to finally back to Evansville, which they haven't been since the last Lost Cities final farewell tour. I will go see them again. Dennis, I'm not seeing one of these shows. Well, I'm on 3 now or 4,
something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, but yeah, if they would come to Evansville, unfortunately, it won't be a Robert Stadium because it doesn't exist anymore. It'll be the Ford Center, but I'll go. What the fuck?
Sounds good.
Buy a cheap ticket and be done with it. So
yeah.
So that's been going on. I had a couple more things. Go ahead. Anybody else? Throw something out there. There's all kinds of shit going on.
Y'all been paying attention to the off the Soundboard releases?
Yes.
Yeah, I bought the first one.
That was Tokyo 2001, correct? With Eric Singer and Ace.
Yeah, I bought the first one on vinyl.
Okay.
Then the second one came out. I bought it on digital.
Right.
And I'm glad I didn't spend the money because it sounded like crap.
That was a Virginia Beach 2004.
Yeah, it's the worst thing I've ever heard.
You know, they had all of those instant lives and they picked the worst one.
It's like, I don't understand what their deal with that is. And then this one that just came out, I bought digitally. And they just released, I think, Let Me Go Rock and Roll.
From 1977.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good.
I can't wait to get that.
Is that from Des Moines?
Yeah, Des Moines. The S is silent. Both S's are silent.
Did it on purpose.
Des Moines.
Des Moines. No, I have the Tokyo, and then I skipped that Virginia Beach. I do have the vinyl, and I still haven't opened it yet on the not Tokyo. God damn it.
The reunion tour.
Reunion tour. Yeah, the
I'm
one.
Gonna tell you what.
Donington. I tell you what.
I like that.
I'm not talking about that right now because I told you before that we're going to do this with Bill because we're going to do a whole. I want to do a whole thing on that album.
Well, we can do a whole thing on that album.
Right. Donington is a spectacular album.
I am going to say my favorite thing about that is they've got Ace Hardpan in one side and Paul Hardpan in the other, so you can actually hear the different things they play.
A lot of great
and the
things
bass
they've done.
Thumping.
The bass
and the drums both.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Yeah. And the thing is, at that point too, Paul's voice was spectacular, unlike it is now. And actually, Gene's voice wasn't that good that night. I don't know if they were on a run or something, and his voice was a little blown. I mean, it was okay.
I think that when Kiss sold their souls to the devil, part of the contract was only one of you can sing.
Because Gene now sounds. I think he sounds as good as he's ever.
Yeah, he sounds really good lately.
And it's not. And those are not. Those are not vocals on a tape. I mean, Gene's vocals are good. And they're there on the live stuff. You can tell that's live.
What were you going to say, Joe?
Night, go ahead.
Oh, I was mowing the lawn the other day, listening to that record, and Ace is like, I love that whole. He's doing his guitar solo, and he's like, something like, "Let me hear you. I'm about to blow shit up."
That's funny.
I went, damn, that's funny.
That is funny.
And then in Paul's comment where he goes, what's the musical, something like, what's the song of the night gonna be? Like, it's not gonna be Shock Me, right. It's just very strange. And
that is,
but it's so good. And you are right about the panning. They're in the left and the right, and the bass is just right in your face.
Oh, the bass is just phenomenal.
Well, Gene has always had a highly distorted sound in his bass.
Right.
Yeah, he growls it.
It was highly distorted in a good way.
Right. Yeah.
I believe he does that because early on in one of the reviews of Kiss in general was that they sounded like buffalo farts. So
really?
I think maybe that's why he makes that sound, because it sounds like buffalo farts, or what I imagine buffalo farts are, because I'm not going to get that close to a live buffalo.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. I've eaten it though.
Oh, yes.
Delicious.
All right. So teleprompters. What do you guys think about teleprompters?
Doesn't bother me.
Not care less.
The thing is, do people not know that they've been using them motherfuckers for years?
I was going to say, I saw Steven Tyler using a teleprompter in the early 2000s. Big fucking deal.
I opened for Mellencamp in 2004, and Mellencamp had fucking teleprompters. And I'm sitting there going, the fuck's he need a teleprompter for Pink Houses? I mean, how hard is it to fucking remember that? And my wife also years ago saw Frank Sinatra at Robert Stadium, and Frank, here's the chairman of the board, been singing these songs for a lot of fucking times. Guess what? Teleprompter.
Yeah.
So none
of that bothers me.
It doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all.
On Kiss Cruise 2, I was the first time I ever got. I was in the only time I was right up against the stage. So for Gene, for the entire show, I was like, I literally have pictures of Gene's boots like this close to me.
Right.
And I looked to the right because I was like, what is this? And I was like, holy crap, it's a TV. and the words were running through, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. But I started thinking about, I mean, how many times there's videos where Gene forgets words, and it's like, so that's what it's there for. It's not like it's a it's not like it's a vocal track or anything.
Well, you know what? When Gene did his solo tour, Phil, Jeremy, and Ryan will all three tell you at times they were writing fucking lyrics on great big pieces of cardboard. Poster board, sitting right down on the floor in front of him if they wanted to try something new. It's like, and Gene's like, he's not gonna. He can't hardly remember the song, names or the lyrics of the songs he sings all the time. So,
well, it cracks me up because he can't remember the words of the songs, but you never hear him mess up playing his guitar.
Oh no, well, that's
it's amazing how a musical brain can do that.
Right.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just, I think that part is just kind of just rambling through.
Well, even when Bill and I went to Fort Wayne to that Gene Simmons show, it was like he did the song Charisma.
Right.
Gene don't do that song very often.
Right.
I mean, he did it on that tour, but before that, probably the last time he played that song was when he recorded it in 79.
Right.
But I mean, he never missed a lick on the guitar.
Right.
Missed a bunch of words, but didn't miss a lick on it.
Yeah.
It's just, it amazes me that how that stuff just sticks with you.
So, but the whole point that I brought this up was it Vince Neil that was getting shit out? Well, God damn it. How are they even writing those words out? Because if when you hear them say them, they're just like, maybe that's what it is. They got a dyslexic fucking guy on the teleprompter.
That's why
that's why all of it. No, and that's why all his vocals came out like they do. Usually, it's
maybe they put the teleprompter on there hoping that he wouldn't screech the vocals out. I don't know.
I could watch that video with the translation of him.
That's what I'm saying. That's the guy. That's the guy running the teleprompter.
Dr. Feelgood. And puts the microphone. It's like remember Eddie Murphy used to talk about James Brown. Brown, yeah. He's like, "Hi, that's a James Brown lyric."
Yep. Hot tub. Get in the hot tub.
Yep.
So anyway,
Neil has been trying for years though.
Right.
He hasn't. I mean, even when they were doing that tour with Kiss, I felt like I should have got paid. I sang as much of the lyrics as he did.
Right.
Because he'd point that microphone out at you and
I'd like to see that tour only for the reason was I like to see Poison. I would really like to. From what I saw of the couple of shows that they did, of course, was it Nashville? He had to cancel because he got sick. But the one before,
he almost had to cancel Chicago.
Right. The two before that, though, they sounded really good. But they made a comment. They said, "What was it? He was the only lead singer that actually pointed and gave a thumbs up to everybody in the crowd before the first song was over." And if you watch that video, he's out there, he's looking at him, smiling at him, giving him a thumbs up. I mean, doing the heart thing. It's like he's just got it down. I mean, Brett is a people person,
Yeah,
but what the thing is, he's sounding good. CC sounding good. They're all sounding fucking good.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to say that that they're one of the greatest rock bands of all time. I mean, if you go back and look, they sold the records.
Yep.
They made the videos. They sold out the concerts. Here they are playing with Motley Crue, and people are as interested in seeing them as they are any of the other bands.
Sure.
They've had their ups and downs just like any other band.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they should be.
They should be.
They are not.
Wow. Because I saw them at
I
Mesker.
don't know.
I saw them at Mesker. It was Slaughter, Dokken, and Poison. I don't know what year that would have been. It was one of those ones that was like a later on, because actually Red Beach was with Dokken when I saw that show. But it would have been, I don't know. Well, it was at Mesker. When did Mesker?
I saw Slaughter and Poison and Bullet Boys in, I want to say 92. So that probably would have been about the same time.
Yeah, I saw that was Dokken and Red Beach was with them then too.
Okay, so it would be, it's right when the Mattis Hatter.
That was like maybe 2000.
Early 2000s, because it was been the last years that Mesker was open, because that's when that Mattis Hatter came out. whatever year that song that song had just came out. When Dawkins played that night
for our show, Don Dawkins the day before went out here on Lake Lanier on a jet ski and broke his leg.
Oh no
and
shit!
Then the next day was the show. He sat on a stool with his leg extended in a cast.
Right.
And I believe he even mentioned that he was like on painkillers and shit. It was really funny.
At least he didn't cancel like they did with us with Metallica.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, while we were talking about the Motley Crue and Poison thing,
sure.
This Friday I'm going to Cincinnati, wherever that baseball stadium. I assume it's a baseball or football stadium.
Yeah, it's the new.
I don't know.
Reds place, whatever.
But anyway, I guess the show starts at like 3:30 in the afternoon because the opening act is their name is Classless Act. You know,
okay.
I hope they come through and live up to their name. Yeah,
Classless Act.
But then it'll be Joan Jett and then Poison and Motley Crue and Def Leppard have been taking turns closing the show. So Motley Crue plays and then Def Leppard closes. So.
Def Leppard, I saw them a couple years ago. They're really good. I enjoyed that show. I really did.
I've seen Def Leppard, I think 4 times.
Yeah, like I said, I saw Motley at Indianapolis Rudolph at the last farewell tour, and we left before it was over with. I mean, it was that bad. It just absolutely just sucked balls. I mean, it was like, and I only gave $5 that ticket or $15. It was one of those real cheap. You know, they were just selling tickets at the last minute in the yard. And I'm like, okay, I will pay $15 to go see this.
I will pay $15 to leave early.
Exactly. And it was good, but it was Alice Cooper. And of course, opened up for him and he was fucking fantastic. And then Bill and I went and it was, we took, I think 1 or 2, both of the sons went. I don't remember. I just remember.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't do that tour. I didn't go and do that.
Yeah, it was the last minute. I remember I was at my mom and dad's, and Bill texted me and he goes, "Hey, they got tickets for $15." I go, you know what? I think I'll see them for $15. I'm not paying $150. So anyway, I can be bribed to go see shit.
Yeah,
but anyway, I honestly don't have anything coming up as far as concerts wise. There's nothing coming around here close that a friend of mine who I went to the Marshall Tucker Band show recently, they had tickets previous because it was canceled for COVID, but it was in Chicago, but they went and seen Steely Dan and said it was fucking fantastic.
I bet it was.
It was supposed to be Steve Winwood opening up and then Steely Dan, but that was the pre-COVID lineup. And then I guess at this point, Steve Winwood bowed out at point, but they went and seen, but the Steely Dan, he said it was absolutely phenomenal. Said it was fantastic. I'm like,
speaking of phenomenal, by the end of this week, I will be concerted out because last Tuesday, me and Brian Harris went to Nashville to see Cheap Trick and Rod Stewart.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Rod Stewart put on a fucking show. And he's got like 11 people in his band. The whole band puts on a show. His voice sounds great. I was kind of concerned, because he's 77 years old. You never know what life has thrown your way. But I was very pleased with the show, very thankful to get to go to that show. And then this coming Thursday, so I went Nashville last week. Thursday, I'm going to Indianapolis to see the Doobie Brothers, which I've been waiting on that show for like 2.5 years.
That's one of those ones that COVID.
Wow.
And then Friday, I'm going to Cincinnati to see Motley Crue. So I'm pretty well. I'll be done with concerts by then.
Well, you'll have a lot to talk about then the next.
Yeah.
Trip, I want to hear about. I want to hear about that Stewart show too. I didn't know you guys went to that. That was cool. That was Cheap Trick. I mean, normal, just perfect.
It was Cheap Trick. I mean,
yeah.
I had forgotten that Robin. I can't. Robin Taylor Xander, is that the son?
No, Dax is the son.
No,
that's Rick Nielsen's.
Robin's son. Stop. Robin's son is on stage playing guitar and singing along with his father.
Oh, he is. I didn't know that.
He is. Because I kept thinking, I'm like, why is there an extra guy on the stage? And then Brian was like, that's Robin Xander's son, Robin Taylor Xander. I was like,
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. And that boy can sing too. He looks like his dad. He sounds like his dad. Yeah, Dax is the drummer.
Yeah, he did
that's Rick's son. So
he did a Kiss cruise.
I'm waiting for Tom Peterson to have a son come out and be the other bass player on stage. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
he's too busy
awesome.
playing video games in his basement. He's a bass player. They don't have much gumption. You know how they are. Damn bass players.
I don't have any concerts coming up.
Yeah.
I have one wrestling event I'm going to, and then because I love professional wrestling, and then I'm thinking of going to Kansas City for that Kiss show there.
Right.
I used to own a club, a teen nightclub, and one of the bands that cut their teeth partially at my club is it's a festival, and they're one of the bands on the bill that day.
Cool.
And I reached out to them, and they were like, "Man, we would be love to see you. Get in touch with us when you get here." And then, like the next day, Gene was like, "Yeah, we're gonna add 100 shows," and I was like, "I might not have to drive that far. I might be able to go to Alabama." They only played one show in Birmingham.
Yeah,
I've
got 2 more shows this year. After Friday, I'm done with concerts until Louder Than Life in Louisville, and I think that's in September.
Right.
And I'm going to the Saturday show with Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, and Kiss. And then I think it's sometime in October, maybe late September. My concert buddy will correct me. Going to Nashville to see Wasp.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And I've never seen Wasp, so
I've never seen Wasp.
See
that would be fun.
And his great big throne, and does he still do that?
As far as I know, he still uses that great big massive microphone stand, and I think he uses that excuse when he gets to a venue if they didn't sell enough tickets. I can't get it in there.
Right.
That's
so
what
we're
I've
going.
heard.
So it has the Saturday Larger Than Life. Has it sold out yet, or is it still?
I got my ticket. I don't know. I don't.
So
care.
yeah, I guess that's that. It wasn't Kentucky. It's Louisville.
Yeah.
I said Kansas City, but that's the show.
So you're gonna go. You're gonna go to that.
I'm thinking about the band that's on that bill that used to play in a club that I own. They're called Tetrarch.
Huh.
And they're like a thrash metal.
But they play on Saturday along with earlier in
the day, the same day.
Cool. Well, you know what? Let's do some. We'll keep in touch. And like I said, I might be going to that too. So if we do, we'll hang out.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
You know, Alan's all big fucking VIP. He's gonna be living in a big tent, getting free grapes and shit fed to him.
You don't get free grapes; you just get a nicer shitter.
Cool.
I'll take the cheap shitter and I'll get the cheap seats. And
what is it? What does a VIP ticket cost? A couple $100.
Ask my wife; she bought the ticket for me.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. And okay, so I'm just trying to. I'm wondering if you get better seating too, right?
I know how it works at Rocklahoma. I've never been to Louder Than Life, but I do know that in the VIP tent area, they have big screens. You can set up at the VIP area and watch the whole show if you want. You don't even have to watch it on the stage or whatever. But I don't know. She just bought me the VIP ticket.
I know you get like a better
access to better
toilets,
beer too.
Better toilets,
or colder beer. I won't say
air conditioned tents. I think and stuff like that. Place to cool off.
Right.
I'm gonna fucking wing it and just go and do the cheapest thing I can. And
I'm not good in big ass crowds like that. I don't know. That's gonna be my only thing is everybody's gonna be all. I don't know, man. It's just
a couple hours show. Suck it up. You can do it. Come on, Buttercup.
Maybe if I would do it, I'll do VIP.
I'm 50. I've just turned 57, and I'm gonna be out there in the fucking battlefield. So you can stand right behind me.
Yeah, but the difference is you're like 6'7".
He can stand right in front of me, and I'll protect him from the back. I'll keep his back in. I'll keep it clear.
Yeah,
I don't know. I want Dennis behind me.
Yeah, I'll keep my back end clear.
Now that's my only. There you go. Now that's actually the only thing that's kind of on my radar of coming up and going to. There's just not been a lot of stuff that it's going to work out. I know Accept is going to do a North American run, and it's just I can't. They're only Arcadia, Illinois is the closest place that we got, which is almost to Chicago, and it's of course a midweek show. And
that kind of messes it up when you have a job that's not flexible.
Exactly. So for me, it's just, man, these ones, and being Southern Indiana, most of my shit is midweek, unless it's south. If I go north, I lose an hour, so I'm screwed. I can go to Nashville and maybe hit one, in time, but Indianapolis is out of the question. I can't make it to Indian time from here. So anyway, it's just I'll see what I can see and do what I can do.
Yeah.
Ta-da. But anyway.
Well,
It's
Joe
tough.
Polo, you want to pimp your podcast?
Oh, please tell us what you're up to.
So we just did our 9-year anniversary podcast yesterday.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And Alan inserted applause in here.
Yes.
Here, let's just do it. We'll do golf clap. All right.
Thank you. Podcast Rock City. We do a live show every Sunday night on YouTube and Facebook. If you like Kiss and you want to get in a Kiss fix, that's when we do it, 7:00 Eastern time on YouTube and Facebook, and it is genuinely live. So while we're doing it, we usually have 40 to 50 people watching at the same time as we're doing it, and they're all commenting, in real time as we're going along, which makes it very interesting and a lot of fun because, when you say something that's controversial, they'll call you out on it. Like Sonny will say, "I can't stand the Elder," and get 15 comments of people going,
"Fuck you, Sonny!
What the hell is wrong with the Elder? The Elder's awesome." And I know some people will be like, "Oh, I hated it when I was a kid, and now I love it," and that kind of thing. And that's what makes the show fun,
right?
It's on. Even if there was only 50 people watching all week, we'd be fine with that. Right. We just like getting together and talking. And hanging out together.
Do you use StreamYard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is an amazing platform.
It is.
It is. Yeah. And, to the point where, our show, I kind of run it like a TV show where, we have sections, we have news, we have a main subject, we have end credits, and that program, I'm sure Zoom lets you do it too, but it's just really set up on StreamYard, easy for a dummy like me. Just push a button and it does whatever I need it to do. And cool. It's pretty awesome. So, and like I said, if you're, but this is probably like my 4th or 5th time being on this show. I love being on this show with you guys. The last time I think, no, it was the time before that.
You had your near-death experience. And you had your near-death experience.
That was before that.
Oh, that was before that. Okay.
Yeah, that was before that. Eddie Van Halen. So I almost died on your show. Yeah. And then I don't remember what I was choking on. It was probably fatness. And then good Lord, man, I got to fucking do something about it. Look at this.
Oh, dude, look at me. Look at my shirt though, real quick. A friend of mine got this for me. I got a fever, awesome. And the prescription is more cowbell. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
That's awesome. I like that. And I was just coughing so bad, and then I watched it back, and you guys didn't edit it out. I was just dying there.
The shit don't ever leave.
Thanks. And then, and now, of course, every time I come on, you guys are always like, just don't die on the show.
Yeah, we actually were going to go through review an album, and Eddie died that day, and we're like, oh my God,
Yeah, I don't remember what the record was. I just remember
it was something that you really wanted to do too, and I can't remember. I honestly, I don't remember either. It was a Joan Jett.
Yeah, it was Joan Jett's record.
It was Joan Jett's first, or that. Yeah,
it was the Bad Reputation.
Yeah, Bad Reputation. Yeah, I bought that record.
We were doing 1981 albums.
Yep, that's it. So anyway, we'll have to do that sometime.
But yeah, I love you guys, man. I met you guys at the Rockin' Pod, and I'm thankful to Chris Sinzak for putting that on because I made so many new friends. I mean, it's like what 5 years ago now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's been ever.
Yeah, and it's pretty. It's one of those pretty awesome things where we made so many new friends, and then I saw you guys in Indianapolis.
Yep.
For the, I guess that was the 20-year KISS convention.
The 2018.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome. A lot of people.
Atlanta. We did Atlanta's with Vinny's coming out party. And
yes.
Hello. He liked my pantsuit.
Then Alan Tate and Joe Polo were on a cruise ship together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. We had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Alan kept thinking he was bothering me, and I was like, "You're not bothering me, man.
Come hang, dude.
We're having a good time."
People I actually like on this fucking boat.
It was awesome. Al, you made so many friends on that cruise. It was the funniest thing ever.
He actually
Every time I saw you, I'm like, "You know these people?" You're like, "No, man. I was standing in line with them. We're just hanging out." I'm like, "Okay."
That's what it's about.
It is. Oh, yeah. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not going. I'm not going this year though.
But you got two opportunities. You got a 2 days of cruising or 2 different cruises actually.
Lots happening in the world of Joe, as far as that. You know, Karen tells me, and for you guys out there, that's my girlfriend. She's like, you should go. I got an offer from a friend. He goes, man, we got space in our room, and we got pit tickets, so front row kind of thing. So $1,000 you could come. And Karen's like, you should go. And I'm like, it's in LA first, and I don't like flying. And then I got to fly back right after I get off a boat, which I just can't do that. And you know, I in all honesty, I didn't really enjoy. I had a good time the last cruise, but I didn't have as good a time as I should have. So I did 8. I'm poor. Okay, I don't have a lot of money. So
I've never done one.
So the fact that I've done 8 is amazing.
That is amazing.
You know, it's one of those things where I always had friends that would pay for it. And then while we were waiting to get to the cruise, I would just make payments to them until I paid it all off. But I had friends that were doctors and business owners that they would just pay off the whole thing, and we would save money. And then I would just get, so I am the kind of person that I had no business ever being on there. It's like, I just somehow was able to finagle my way on, and I'm grateful that I went.
For anybody who doesn't know, your girlfriend is a sweetheart. Too.
Everybody loves her.
She's a keeper. Don't you ever lose her.
I'm trying so hard. You don't even know.
Don't you ever lose her. She's a great woman. This
in the next few months, we are going to be putting her house up for sale, and we will be finally, after 8 years of dating, moving in together.
She's gonna get more than a drawer.
Oh,
no,
man,
he's going to get more than a drawer.
Or you're going to get more than a drawer?
Let me tell you, and this goes back, you know that I mean this. If she were to come into this house and tell me, I want to use this room for an office, pack up all the KISS stuff, it's done. I'll do it. I'll start today.
But she would never ask you that, though. I know her.
She would never. No. She would never ask me to do that. She would be like, "Can I have a little corner?" That's all she. You know, and sweetheart. She's truly amazing.
Yeah, you got a good one. Keep her happy.
I'm trying very hard.
Well, Joe, thank you very much. Like I said, it's always a pleasure to have you on and talk about shit and you know, there was a lot of shit to talk about this week, so it'd be interesting. I hope, you know, for all the KISS people out there, and for myself, the fans, I hope we get to see a shit god more videos. And at that point,
the guy said tip of the iceberg. That's what he said, right? So
that's what they said.
Unless somebody's gotten to him,
yes,
or her,
leave the guy alone or the girl alone. Just let them alone.
Do what they're doing.
They got a vendetta, and they're going to get this shit out. Let's do it.
I agree 100%. All right, I'll put out a wish list.
There you go. Well, hang around for a second, Alan. Unless you got something else to say, let's wrap this shit up. So now,
all I got to say is visit agesofrock.com. Check out social media links, past episodes, and until next time, peace out. Thanks for listening to the Ages of Rock podcast. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and most importantly, tell all your friends. Remember, you're never too old to rock. Until the next episode, peace out, folks.